Get ready for an unfair advantage over your competition. This is the Sales Edge podcast, where globally recognized sales expert and trainer Joe Pici helps you sharpen your skills for booking more appointments and closing more deals. And now, here's your host, Joe Pici.
Hey team, customer and client service is the support you offer your clients and customers. Yes, sales brings them in, but it's the quality of your customer service that retains them. Over the years, I've trained hundreds of thousands of customer service reps and account managers. Today, we're going to have some insights and tips on how do you gain loyalty? How do you grow your business through greater customer service? Welcome to the Sales Edge podcast, podcast number 295. I am your host, Joe Pici. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors, Pici and Pici Inc. and sellmorevirtually.com. One is live, one is virtual. I'm out there Thursday nights with the virtual. Sellmorevirtually.com. We're offering a free webinar right now, 9 Essentials of Sales Success. But we want to thank you. You're a great audience and a great team. We're getting so much great feedback from you, and you're helping us to expand the globe. So let's talk about customer service. It's absolutely critical to being competitive in the 21st century. Customer service is much more important today as buyers are more fickle about who they do business with. In fact, good customer service far outshadows price. According to Gartner research, 89% of companies now expect to compete on the basis of their customer service. The key is to create better and better customer experience. That's the buzzword out there now. It's the customer experience. From sales through every transition into customer service, it needs to be seamless, and it needs to be a situation where you're creating an experience for all of your customers and clients. The key is moving beyond reacting to problems to learning how to anticipate potential client issues. When we go above and beyond, it creates tremendous loyalty. It'll give you more repeat business. It'll give you more upsells. It'll be able to create upsells and cross-sells on relevant services. So many studies have proven that acquiring new clients costs 7 to 10 times more, than upselling present clients because trust is already established. Bad customer service loses clients. That's just a fact. That's just something we all have to live with, that people are very skeptical to do business with people that have poor customer service. So are we measuring? Here's a couple things that we should measure in our client retention, in our client services. Number one, what is our customer or client retention? How many people stay with you? How many people repurchase? How many people rehire? That is your gauge on your client retention. Another one is, are you measuring your speed of case resolution? How quickly is it that you resolve the problem? That's vital. The next one is, are you measuring your customer satisfaction? Do you send out a questionnaire? Do you ask your clients? Do you have a way to metric client experience and satisfaction? These are three things that absolutely need to be measured, need to be metriced, and we need to pay attention to. It's been proven that customers are willing to pay more for great customer service and experience. You look at guerrilla marketing, and customer service ranks in the top 3 on where people want to buy. And the 9th reason why people purchase is price. So many surveys over the course of the last 10 years have proven 86% of consumers are willing to pay more for a great customer experience. Great service earns trust. Trust will keep them coming back. And isn't that what you want? So I'm going to give you a few tips today on how we can begin the process of improving our customer experience. Now, there's many ways to do it. I can go on for days. I mean, I go in and I do 2-3 day trainings on this stuff, but I'm going to give you some tips, some elementary places that we can begin, we can start. But before I do that, I want you to think who you purchase from. I want you to think why you purchase. Always take it back to you, how you want to be treated. Would you pay more money for great customer service? I know we do here. I know we pay more money for our technology. I know we pay more money for products and services. I know we pay more money for the people who work with us, as long as we feel like we're being taken care of, as long as we feel like they want to resolve issues quickly. Speed is such an important aspect. So the first way that we can improve our client services and experiences, communication skills. We need to have a positive effect through communications. Positive communications come with great connections. It begins with your desire and ability to build rapport. I've done many podcasts, I've been training rapport for 30 years. That's how important it is. Rapport, it's not just treating people with respect. It's also being able to see what is the fundamental problem they're talking about, creating the right solution, and being efficient about it. Furthermore, becoming aware and adapting to the communication style of the customer is a powerful tool for preventing conflict. Most people we talk to, especially so much customer service is done over the phone. Are we becoming professionals at adapting our communication style to the processing style, to the way they speak to us? Are we adapting? This is so important. I'm speaking to me as I'm speaking to you. How much time, how much money are we investing in ourselves becoming great communicators? Because if we speak from our vantage point alone, if it's just, this is the way I talk, we're not going to get traction. We're not going to build trust. We're not going to build rapport. And a big part of customer service is, does that person feel like I'm communicating the way I receive information? Number 2, listen. The lost art of listening. Customers generally agree that a great customer service experience begins with that customer service rep demonstrating the interest and concern by listening intently. Please don't fall into the trap of interrupting, cutting people short, assuming you know where this is going. As a matter of fact, make sure you understand what they have said. Paraphrase the customer's questions back to them. This is going to increase clarity, focus, and accurate solutions. So in a lot of my training, I do a thing called clarify and reframe. I'm doing this intently in our listening. I'm doing this intently in our negotiation training. I'm doing this intently in all of our training, where clarifying is repeating back and reframing is restating something to give that person another perspective. So we need to always use active, reflective listening skills. When's the last time you took training on listening? When's the last time you read a good book on listening? When's the last time you listened to a podcast on how to be a better listener? Number 3, meet the client where they are. Customer service reps and customers often feel like they're speaking a different language. Therefore, say things the way or in the context that they will understand. Don't talk above people. Don't try to impress them with your intellect. Don't talk down to people. I had a closed a deal last night, and I talked to the third party. And the third party asked that person, "Why did you hire Joe Pici as a coach?" And this person said to them, He didn't patronize me. He didn't talk down to me. He talked to who I was. So how good are we at that? Number 4, your response time. It is vital that you return every phone call quickly. You return every bit of correspondence, emails, texts, whatever, quickly. In the 21st century, technology has made us a very response time focused people. How quickly can you get back to that person? Number 4, go the extra mile. Not only deal with the problems they're having, but anticipate other problems they may encounter along the way. And always ask those type of questions. By resolving potential future problems, you're going to eliminate some of the callbacks because you have literally looked out into the future at what could happen next. Number 5, empathize with the customer and show it with calm, soothing tone voice. In the book, Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. In fact, late last night, I watched the video, and he talked about when dealing with people, we should use, in the book, Never Split the Difference, a late night FM DJ voice. And it's kind of funny, but it's true. A lot of customer service is resolving conflict, and you don't resolve conflict by being overt and aggressive. So, if increased genuine listening will help. Showing a sincere desire to solve the problem can make the difference. Figure out why their issue is a massive problem for them. Now, number 6, respect the customer's time by communicating with the customer about if there's going to be a hold time. If you have to resolve something by putting them on hold, let them know. Bob, is it okay if I put you on hold for 5 minutes so I can get that information for you? No one likes to be put on hold and listen to the dentist chair music. So if you let them know in advance, this is going to be a help to you. And be efficient in solving their problems. Get it done. Now, here's one. We call it the Play It Again Sam, which is this. When possible, record some of your calls so you can coach yourself, and also maybe have a supervisor or have a peer, have your sales manager listen to some of the calls and make sure that you're executing well. Now, this is not the time to be defensive. This is not the time to be a prima donna. Sometimes a little thing that you say can be improved and enhanced. So always coach yourself. I work with a lot of companies that record calls, and I listen to them, and then I can make some coaching. And next, above all things, never lose your patience. Never get angry. The more you show your patience, the more patience is exhibited, the more positive and effective the call is going to be. We have to remember the 2 rules of dealing with clients and customers. The customer is always right, and when a customer is wrong, revert to rule 1. Whatever happened to the customer being right? We don't need to get into an argument. Remember, if you're playing the long game and you're thinking, how can I create client loyalty? How can I keep this client? How can I be able to do more business with this client? Then impatience has no place on that phone call. Next, always give supportive statements. And by supportive, I believe I liken that into a value proposition or statement of affirmation. Yes, Mr. Smith, we are going to be able to help you with that problem today. Okay. Many, many years ago, I was coaching a call center for a very big IT company. IT, voiceover, internet, national brand. And they like to hold on to employees. And they were downsizing one employee, so they took 4 people that they didn't want to fire, and they created a complaint department. Now, these 4 people, their whole reason for working at that company now revolved around fielding inbound complaints and complaints where they wanted the service cut off. Number 1, these people had never done anything like this. Number 2, they weren't being trained to do it. Number 3, their behavior styles did not match what they were asked to do. So I did some training, and there was this young man, and he was struggling. I said, well, let me take the next call, to which he says, but you don't work for this company. And I said, it's okay. An inbound call, there was this gentleman who was highly irate. And he said, he started with some vulgar language and then said, I want all my service cut off. I don't want to deal with you ever again. To which I said, Mr. Smith, let me assure you, we're going to resolve this issue and give you whatever you want today. Now, when I said that, it began to diffuse, and he kept going. And I said, well, I got permission from the management to give him 2 free months of service with the idea that maybe we could save him. From there, I said to him, before we cut off your service, can I ask you one question? To which he responded, yes. Is there anything about our service that you like? And he said, yes. The bill is always on time. It's always the same. I'm never surprised. We had a beginning. We had a beginning by which we could start a resolution. And I said, and then I went into my question and answer, and what I realized, and I had some coaching on the product, I said, let me take complete responsibility and let me apologize. I believe you were sold the wrong service. Can I make a suggestion? Yes. Would you allow us to offer you this service at no cost to you for 60 days? It won't cost you anything. And after 60 days, if you still feel the same one, I will make sure it gets cut off. To which, by the time the call ended, he upgraded everything. We had a satisfied, happy customer that, the best I know, is still with the company today. This is not the place to ever lose your patience. This is not the place to be negative. Always offer supportive affirmation statements. And here's a big one. We need to become professionals and never make excuses. The idea is, if we work on ourselves every day in these categories, we're going to be great at account management and customer service. Realize this, according to Salesforce, customer service is the lens that lets you see how you're doing with your clients and what they think of your business. Let me say that again. And this is according to Salesforce. Customer service is the lens that lets you see how you're doing with your clients and what they think of your business. So what do they think of your business? Have we asked them? There's much more I could go over with this. It's one of my favorite topics, but check out our website. There's a lot of content on this subject. Pici.com. That's PICIANDPICI.com. And also go to sellmorevirtually.com. That's our membership platform, and watch the 9 Essentials of Sales Success. Many of those principles will play across to account management. Thank you so much. Take out your phone and put the word Sales Edge in the text box. Send it to 55678. That'll take you to a Pici and Pici link, which will take you to a splash page. Really watch that 9 Essentials of Sales Success. Hey, team, if you like these podcasts, can you like it, share, can you pass it on, and can you write a great comment? Thank you so much, and we'll see you at our next podcast.
Thanks for listening. New episodes will air each Tuesday and Thursday, so make sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and give us a 5-star review. The Sales Edge is sponsored by Pici and Pici Incorporated, a firm which provides training, consulting, and keynote presentations, empowering corporations and individuals to attract and retain quality clients for higher revenues and growth. Make more money in sales. Speak with Joe in person by calling 407-947-2590 or visit www.piciandpici.com, spelled PICIAND, PICI.com.